Well, this was a bit of a surprise. A new loot anime crate that came before the new month. I think it came a day before June for me. And I'm pretty sure this is June's crate and not the previous month. So that is very exciting. Keep in mind, this is actually the third crate we've had in the space of 30 days. We had the first crate come because it was delayed. Then the second crate came because of the delay. It sort of caught up with the second one. And now the next one has come so early. Are they making up for the fact that one of them was late? I don't know. But we've got another one, so let's unbox it. This month's theme is alternate universe, I do believe. And here we go. A brown hat. Interesting. So this is the first thing we see when we open the crate. We have a dinosaur-esque theme on here. I actually don't know. Ride on. I don't know what ride on is there, but... Oh, ride on. Ride on like the Pokemon? Like the dinosaur? I don't know. But we have little dinosaur mech-looking things over there. I don't even know if there are robots. Maybe they're not robots. But the first thing we're going to go with is we'll get the t-shirt on, then we'll get the hat on, actually. So we have a Fully Cooley t-shirt, which is actually kind of fitting because Fully Cooley is having a new season, which it's been ages since this one's came out. And I think the premise of the old one was that there was a robot that was inside his head and he had to have a little forehead pimple and the robot would come out every now and then. I think in the new one, it's like an alternate universe which fits with the theme where she gets the robot powers instead. So I'll definitely watch that. Fully Cooley was a good show. Very interesting. First of all, this colour is yellow, by the way. I do want to mention that. I only own 2 yellow t-shirts I like, and I don't often wear them out. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, ignoring my t-shirt off, but very interesting. There is some weird goo on the inside of this, which I just noticed. It's very thick. It actually kind of comes through the back. Don't know what it is, but it's like Play-Doh or something. I don't know, but it's disgusting, and that is not something you want to see on the inside of your t-shirt. So, just peeled most of it off. This is the stuff that was on it, and it's left a horrible stain on there, so we're going to find out if that's going to go away. It doesn't seep through so much so that it's noticeable, but it is noticeable, that is the thing. This is the t-shirt regardless. Looks alright, to be fair with you. Has a nice little image on the front. I like the sort of slanted Fully Cooley logo right here. Looks okay. Again, the colour is not a massive selling point for me. Don't wear yellow too often, but it is something a little bit different. So, yellow t-shirts, fair enough. Next up in the crate, we have a hat with a cat on it, which is actually, this is from the Monster Hunter stories. Oh, it's from Monster Hunter. Okay, so we have a little brown hat here. It's not a snapback. I think the only other hats we've had in this, I think we've had 2 hats altogether in Loot Anime, I think. And they've always been snapbacks or beanies. So this is as big as it's going to get. Does that fit? Does it look like it fits? It feels like it is a little bit tight. Feels a bit small, if I'm honest with you. Feels like a very small hat. Not a fan of the colour. The little cat's alright, but overall, not a massive fan. Next up in the box, we have a manga, which is from Ancient Magus Bride, which I've watched most of the anime, but I still haven't finished it, which is a little bit of a shame. But basically, he's taken this girl under his wing, and he's sort of training her in the arts of magic. And there's someone being a bride involved in this, of course. Overall, anime was okay. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for me to really get hooked on it, which is a shame. But you can see this manga's... I like the art style of this one. It looks pretty good. So yeah, as I always say, mangas are fantastic. Can't complain about them. This will be a nice read. Like to read it. Next up, we have in the box something a little bit different. We have a picture. It's a hand-drawn picture, almost like a first draft of a character or something, or just someone drawing a character. And I'll have to read the description thing to find out what that is, but it's from Nanoha Reflection, Magical Girl Lyrical. So this is probably one of the characters from that. It has like little signings on and stuff, little bits of information around here. So if you watch that, I guess that's kind of cool. To me, that is utterly pointless. I will never use it. Last 2 items in the box, the staples we get in every single month. So we have a pin and we also have a poster. Poster's from Fully Cooley. The pin is from Cells at Work. Not watched it, unfortunately, but that is the pin. Poster, I must admit, is very gorgeous. That is a lovely poster. This is one of the ones that I actually really appreciate, having the anime artwork things on the poster. So that is pretty cool. I think there was a small chance you could have got a cream hat with this one or a white one. I kind of prefer the look of the white one. Different faces, one of them, so I wonder if you got that one. Okay, so there might have been some variety in this one. There's different character pictures you could have had. So let's have a look. Magical, Lyrica. So these are art prints. Join Kyrie and Iris from the planet Eltria on their quest to a strange planet known as Earth, where they must work to save their dying homeworld. You will receive one of 3 Magical Girl Lyrical Nonoa reflection art prints of colourful character sketches. Okay. In a world filled, and this is the Monster Hunter hat. In a world filled with monsters, it's always pays to have a trusty companion by your side, particularly when the trusty companion often carries donuts. This baseball hat features an embroidered Navarro in 1 or 2 variant expression colours. So unfortunately, I got the colour that I would have preferred not to have. It's a shame you don't get an option. You can ask, what colour would you prefer? Would you prefer the brown one or the white one? I guess I would have preferred the white one. So yeah, that was everything in the box. Let's review. So what did we get this month? We got a hat, t-shirt, book, art print, and the staple things that we normally get. What did I think of each of them? First of all, the hat. The hat is a very poorly, no, I'm not gonna say poorly made. It's kind of cheap. It just looks like a normal hat. You could literally have put any embroidery thing on the front of this. A lot of the little bits and pieces here are all frayed. Like I could literally just peel that off right now. Just looks a bit basic, a bit boring. It's not the colour I would have wanted if it was the 2, and it feels a little bit small. So, although my typical saying is that any piece of clothing is good clothing because it has loads of reusability, unlike some of the stuff we get in this box, unfortunately for me, not the best, especially since I don't wear hats. The t-shirt, again, I'm just going to reiterate the fact that it did have some slime on, which you could argue, oh, it's only a little bit, it doesn't really matter, but that's not the point. There should be some quality control for things like that. And this is the second time. I think it was with the Steins Gate t-shirt. There was a kind of stain. It was like glue had been like on it, and it makes like a little tight bit. So this is the second time this has happened. One more time, and I don't know, 3 times it's happened. But the t-shirt looks good. I can't really complain about it other than that. So yeah, that's that. Mangas are always good. I can't complain about it. Any manga is fantastic. It is a manga. It is good. Art print, if you're a fan of this show, that's amazing. You'll probably really appreciate this. I could imagine that, say, if this was a Dragon Ball Z or ReZero sketch from the creator and they drew it on there, that would be a kind of cool thing for me to own. But since I don't have any prior knowledge to this show, unfortunately it is utterly wasted on me. Don't get me wrong, I do like the fact there is some variance in this one, that a different crate, you could get a different thing. It was like when they had the little pop figure things before, not the pop figures, but like little statues, you can get different ones. That was cool. Obviously, you run the risk of getting things you don't want, and you would rather have something else, and you felt like you got gypped for that, in case, say, maybe the hat, I could have got the white one instead. But I don't know. I don't mind that, but this, to me, this is useless to me. But to someone that does like it, maybe it could be quite cool. Poster's good. It's a staple, though. We get them every single week. And the pin, again, I don't really use the pins at all. They go in a box and I never look at them. But if you use pins, it's a good pin. Overall, I'm going to say that this is one of the weaker boxes that we've had. Nothing really stood out to me. Nothing blew me away. As cool as the Fully Cooley stuff is, I think that was the only merit to it. Just getting a t-shirt and a book, which is kind of a staple at this point. I think Loot Anime just needs to have a bit more consistency with what they're giving out. But, yeah, that's just me. Personally. Guys, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. What did you think of these items? Were there any that you really liked? Were there any you weren't very impressed about? What did you think of my opinions in the box? Did you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? I'd love to know in the comment section below. But other than that though, guys, there is a discount code in the description if you'd like to get your hands on maybe the future crates. But other than that though, guys, thank you very much for watching and catch you later.